Hello, everybody, and welcome into the Pigskin Project YouTube channel. I am Matt Hartman, and today we have the entire Sunday NFL preview. We talk games of the week, we talk Colts, we talk Chiefs, and then we talk some Browns and Raiders. I know it's not a game of the week, but Shedeur Sanders is playing. I think that's one of the major headlines of this weekend, to be honest, like leading into Thanksgiving next week. So we talked about that as well. And then we picked all the games in Pigskin Pick'em. We made some bets in Pigskin Payout, gamble responsibly. If you want to tail, you can. But no hard feelings if you don't. And then last but not least, if you want to see these live, Wednesday, 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. Tuesday nights is all about college football with the new rankings coming out in the college football playoff. So if you're into college football, come around for that. And last but not least, like and subscribe. We're on our way to get to that 100 subscriber mark before the end of the year. That would mean a ton. Again, I can say what everybody else says. It's free. It doesn't do anything. It just helps us. It just supports us. It's no added subscription, in which you're paying money, a required payment. So that would mean a ton to us. So let's get you into the video. Week 12 preview. To Sunday's games of the week. From this point on, making this executive call, 2 a week. I think everybody seems to be all in favor of that. I think as the season kind of slims out, there will be times where I think we can introduce a third if the playoff implications are really heavy on 3 games. But with the playoff implications becoming more and more predominant, this is where, ironically enough, we picked 2 non-playoff teams this week in one of the games. But still,
yes.
Let's start off with the first one of the bunch. Obviously, the big one of the week. The Indianapolis Colts travel to Kansas City. We're going in numerical. The Colts travel to Kansas City to face the Chiefs. The Chiefs are staring at uncharted territory. You've heard it all week. I don't have to be a new one to say it. They're 5-5, 0-5 in one possession games after being 11-0 a season ago. Pretty interesting to just see this team try and navigate it. And what do we have on this one?
Yeah, for me, it kind of goes back to what I had said about the Chiefs in the last episode. Spags is really, really good at dialing up a timely blitz. And I think that is really, really important when discussing this game because we had seen it through the first part of the season. Daniel Jones. Funny mix up there. Basically the same guy. Daniel Jones, throughout his career, has struggled immensely with that. But through the first half of the season, or 2/3 of the season, has handled it very, very well. I mean, given you at this point, it was 7 weeks ago, and it was the Raiders. You look at the Raiders. The Raiders had blitzed him 17 times, and he was 13 of 17 in that game on blitzes and torched them. Again, this is a different level of defense than what you're going to see than the Raiders, but for the most part, this is a different Daniel Jones that we've seen against the blitz. But we have seen the pressure get to him and kind of slow down his gears and muck it up a little bit, as we had seen in the Steelers game, given the Steelers were able to get pressure on him without having to send the blitz. But we've seen the pressures at certain points in the season really affect Daniel Jones. And if Spagnuolo can dial up a blitz at the perfect time, which again, he's kind of very, very good at that, I think it can cause some havoc for Daniel Jones. And I'm really interested to see how he can deal with it. If he deals with it, I think the Colts are in good shape to win this game.
I'm going to make a take here. It's crazy, I know. And I'm going to spoil, I guess, one of mine for next segment. So the Chiefs are going to lose this game, but they're not going to lose another time this season, in my opinion. And it's crazy coming from me, the Chiefs hater, looking at their schedule against the Cowboys, against the Texans, against the Chargers, against the Titans, against the Broncos, against the Raiders. Every single one of those teams are going to be able I guess the Chiefs will be able to put themselves into a winnable situation against every single one of those teams, and I expect them to kind of figure this out. They're 5-5. It's funny to laugh and point at them right now, especially for me, but I expect them, and I'll even make this. I think the week 17 game, or I'm sorry, week 17 game at home against the Broncos, that's on primetime on Thursday Night Football, will be for the division. It'll be crazy.
Ah,
I don't know.
okay.
Yeah. So that's my
Denver game.
Yes. Yeah. Even though Denver's 9-2,
That's the
I
Christmas
really
game,
hate. I believe so. Yeah. So,
it'll be fun.
crazy stuff. Or no. It shouldn't be, right? Maybe it is. I don't know. But I already closed out of the tab. But that's where my mind goes with this team. The Chiefs are going to make the playoffs. The NFL knows that this team cannot miss the playoffs. And I know the Colts are good. I respect that. I'm going to tip my cap to them here. I don't think the Chiefs should be 3.5-point favorites. I think that's disgusting against this Colts team that has been playing really good and only has gotten better after the trade deadline as well. So, with that being said, and I believe they're coming off the bye as well.
Yeah.
Crazy thing. I don't know. I think they've had an extra week to kind of prepare and get a little bit healthier and, but who knows? With Daniel Jones, it's always a question mark, and that's the biggest thing. And also, Arrowhead's really tough to play in, so it's going to be really fun to watch this one. Yeah, grass is green, sky is blue.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Ben hit it on the head with the pressure stuff with Kansas City. How do they take Jonathan Taylor out of the game? Is my big thing with the Chiefs defense, because that 4-man pass rush against the Broncos, which just wasn't good enough. They just don't have the horses. They don't have the bodies to get pressure with 4, and it didn't really they stopped the run well in that game, but they haven't really done it this season. Do they do what Minnesota kind of does, and Flores will blitz on early downs with the idea of stopping the run? Do they do that stuff to get them out of the heavy play action? Talked about it every time the Colts come up. Nobody runs play action more than the Colts. They run it 70% of the time, a ridiculous amount. It still hasn't gone down this season. And that's how you get them out of what the stuff that they like, because they still move the ball against the Steelers, but turnovers and the luck factor of turnovers in that one kind of forced that issue. But onto the other side, Mahomes against Anarumo. This is a storied battle that we've had in the past half decade. So I'm interested to see what Lou Anarumo does with even better players. He was able to take Mahomes out of an entire half a few years ago in the AFC Championship, en route to making the Super Bowl. Now he's got better players than Indianapolis. And we keep talking about Kansas City, and it's the vibes are better. The vibes are better on offense. It feels like a more pristine production. But they have 5 losses this season. They just can't win these close games. Interested to see. This is kind of the test. This is more about the Colts than the Chiefs to me. Can the Colts truly win a Super Bowl? If you could win a game like this, I think you're sitting pretty.
That's when that's when you convince me for sure that this team is legit. Because right now, to me, you're just a team that's playing well with Daniel Jones, but are you good is my thing. And it's weird. I don't know. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it.
It's relative, because isn't that just how you felt about Minnesota a year ago?
That's exactly where my head was at. Yeah.
They kept winning. They have this, broken toy quarterback, and he's fixed. He's fixed. And then in these big spots, it's just clearly not. So, again, interested to see how that figures out. I think this is a fun stylistic matchup on both ends of the football. This is definitely going to be one of the main games of the weekend. Let's talk about The next game of the week,
let's
obviously, we got to talk about one of Ben's favorite players. Shedeur Sanders is going to play this week. The Cleveland Browns travel to Las Vegas to face the Las Vegas Raiders in a battle of who's going to be the number one pick. Maybe it's one of these teams. Maybe it's not. But this is a fun one. Ben, you brought it to our attention.
Yeah, well, the viewers might think I might not be able to quit the Raiders at this point. You look back a couple of weeks ago, I did Raiders versus Titans. So I guess I just can't quit the Raiders. But no, I thought we had to talk about this game because of the Shedeur Sanders factor of it. Mm-hmm. I think as a podcast, we have done a very good job straying away from that part of Cleveland football. But now we're they forced our hand.
Lean into it.
Yeah, we had to lean into it. They forced our hand to do such. As you said, Dylan Gabriel got hurt. That forced Shedeur Sanders to come in. Fans were ecstatic when it happened. And then
I was
ecstatic. And then he proceeded to go, 14 of 16 or 4 of 16 with an interception. Didn't really look good at all, but as much of a Shedeur hater as I am, that was not a good situation for him to kind of be thrown into. He was down. He was forced to throw the football down the field and try to make big plays to get his team back into it. And he actually almost did. He had a touchdown ball that could have sealed the game and won it for the Browns that ended up getting dropped. That being said, he didn't look very good. Now he has a full week to prepare, a little bit of playing time under his belt against a Raiders team that we have all been kind of peckish on, a team that we all agree is not a good team. So this is almost a perfect spot to kind of slide Shedeur Sanders in for maybe what will be the rest of the season and see if the Raiders or to see if the Browns actually have something at quarterback with this guy. Again, Browns fans are super happy to finally see him. And again, there's not a tendency that I can talk about like we've done previously because we haven't seen anything yet from Shedeur. So again, I'm just more excited to see what he's going to be. That's why I, picked this game. And also, we'd be remiss to not talk about Max Crosby versus Myles Garrett. This is just going to be a heck of a game for the edge rusher sickos here. So,
Myles Garrett's a sicko himself. Honestly, that man is
4 sacks.
So good.
Yeah.
4 sacks, dude. He's just going insane. What is he? Could he break the record? You think?
I remember a comment this offseason when we were doing award predictions. Ryan was like, Defensive Player of the Year, I'm picking Myles Garrett. And I remember saying his stats will be good, but his defense, his team just won't be good enough. I eat crow on every bit of that. That guy is by far the best defensive player in football. And outside of injury, I don't think he can lose the award at this point in time.
Yeah. Oh crap. I was looking up the sack leaders right now just to kind of give everybody a number. He's got 15 sacks on the season. Now, Brian Burns has 13, trailing hot behind him. And the single season sack record is 22 and a half. So, I think that Myles Garrett,
sack a game.
Yeah, I think he could do it. So, have they had their bye week already? I think they have, right? The Browns?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
So, with that, games against Las Vegas, San Francisco. Oh, wait. Yeah, Las Vegas, San Francisco, Tennessee, Chicago, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati. Dude, I think he does it.
I think he does it.
Yeah. Like you said, won a game. It'd be fun. Fun to keep track of. And how close is Brian Burns going to be to that, too? I mean, only 2 sacks, separating the two. The fact that we've got, and then you want to talk about Max Crosby, too. I mean, again, like you said, for edge rush sickos, Dude's also really good at football. Surprise, surprise. But
Shocker.
yeah, he's got 6 on the season. So a lot separating him and Myles Garrett, but that doesn't mean that he's not as good because this guy is insane. So an absolute game wrecker. Yeah, but definitely something to keep track of, especially given the fact that the Raiders are trash. If he gets like another 4-sack game, dude, crazy. Yeah. I don't know.
This game has, you guys know the meme of like the coughing baby versus hydrogen mom, right? Like this has
Yes.
real, like the rush defense of the Cleveland Browns this year has been bar none probably the best in football. And then you think about the rush offense with the Las Vegas Raiders, and any metric you look at, they are bottom 5. And so I just don't see a world where the Raiders even try and move the ball through the ground, just because I think it would be a waste of time. We've talked about Myles Garrett and all his sack stuff. He last year he had 35 run stops on over 300 rush defense snaps. This season, on less than 200 rush defense snaps, he has 29 run stops according to PFF. If you're wondering, what is a run stop, Matt? It is any rush that goes. He is the core contributor of a rush that goes for 0 or negative yards. 29 times in 10 games, he has done that this season. He is playing the best football of his career, not just like rushing the passer. And so this is a unique renaissance for a guy who is going to be 30 at the end of the year and still playing at this high of a level. It's just fascinating to watch him this year. On even if the team is really poor, it sucks to see him on the sideline. When they show him in those high leverage spots where it's like the New England game specifically, where it's like, guys, I got 5 sacks. He's slamming all his helmet and things like that. But overall, he's been a freak this season. And then doing the Shedeur thing, he just needs to play on time. Like I know it's just like so basic and simple. Like he's a 5th round pick. It needs to the ball needs to come out. And that was my thing with the game against Baltimore. He did not feel prepared. And if does that fall on Stefanski? Does that fall on him? Falls on everybody, right? Like just enough of it. And Ben mentioned the throw. I was going to mention, like, he had a shot. Like he had a little off schedule creation rolling out to his left where the guy was open and he misses the throw. It's a tough throw. Got to make the throw in the NFL. The window was pretty open. But overall, I want to see a more prepared player, a guy getting the ball out on time, in rhythm, and they can lean into the run game of Judkins, because Zach Orr had zero respect for what he could do through the air. There was the pressures that they sent at him was just so many bodies being thrown at the problem. So really interested to see how the Raiders and Patrick Graham, who has a pretty good defensive mind, attack Shedeur, because they don't blitz that much in Las Vegas, even if they're down to men. But those are the games of the week. We lean into the Pick'em part of the podcast where we pick all the games through this weekend. What are the teams on bye? I think it's the Chargers, the Broncos, and then the 2 Spain teams,
Dolphins,
Commanders, Dolphins.
Yep.
Nailed it. Yep. So last week, Matt, you won. You weren't here, but you made your predictions and you won 11 and 4.
Saw what I did, right?
What'd you do?
I picked every favorite, just to spite the odds, to see if the favorite would win outright. And 11 and 4 is not bad.
Me and you picked every game the same outside of these guys.
Oh, you picked.
There's only one of them. Anyways, yeah. So 11 and 4 for Matt, 10 and 5 for Ben, 9 and 6 for me. Not great, guys. Not great. We got seven 7 weeks to make up a gap, and here's the gap. Ben's got 111, 51, and 1. He's only up on Matt by 5 games. Matt, you're 106, 56, and 1. And then let's see. I am 95, 67, and 1. Don't got to talk about that too much. So let's go ahead and dive in. Thursday Night Football, Bills, Texans. I mean, looking at our parlay, I think I know where we're headed. Anybody picking the other way?
If anyone was going to pick the other way, it's Matt.
Yeah, I'm going to take Buffalo.
Ah.
I'll take Buffalo as well. Colts, Chiefs. Ben?
Colts.
Matt?
I'm riding with Ben. I'm taking the Colts as well.
All right, I will also take the Colts. Seahawks, Titans. I know where we're going with this. There's no way you take the Titans here. Vikings, Packers. This one's kind of fun, right?
Packers.
I'm going to take the Packers.
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, add me.
I'm taking the Vikings. I'm doing it. Packers
9
are
breakout
bad.
game.
You got to find games, brother. I get it.
Jets and Ravens. Yeah. Okay, another one. Awesome. Amazing. And then Giants, Lions. Another one. I mean, I don't think this one's a gimme. I don't. They played the Packers hard. So come on. Okay. All right.
Is it the Jameis effect or either?
I don't
or?
know, dude. They have nothing to lose, so it's just like they're one of those weird, scary teams. I mean, you both are going Lions then?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
All right, I'll go Lions.
Are you
too.
sure you don't want to
Bears.
go?
All right,
Are you
here we
sure
go.
you don't want to go Giants, Matt?
I am
You
Are
sure.
you positive? Steelers, Bears. This one's fun.
So we're kind of we're throwing this one out of the window. Again, people have not been able to see it, and I'm sure they're going to see it here in a second. Ryan needs to be humble just a little bit. For that reason, I am going the Steelers. Ryan needs to pump the brakes, and I'm doing this literally because he's my best friend. I'm picking Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. Give me Perk Rodgers.
I'm so glad you did that, Matt. Pick really quick before I can reveal my statistic.
I have a pseudo take. I really hope Rodgers doesn't play because I think Mason Rudolph might be better. So I kind of just for the take of putting Rudolph in and him operating the offense better, I'll take the Bears. But yeah.
The Steelers have won one game in Chicago in their existence. They have not won more than once in Chicago in history. So just with that in mind, also, if Rodgers plays, we will end his career. Give me the Bears.
Whoa! Hold on.
End his career.
Hold on.
There's still 6
Hold
games.
on. My
over.
thing here is to counter that stat. Yes, the Steelers have won one time in Chicago. Ryan, how many times has Aaron Rodgers won in Chicago?
Who
He's
cares?
12 and
He's wearing
3.
Steelers now. It
He's
doesn't matter.
12 and
Who cares?
3.
He's wearing other colors.
If he
Perk
wins
Rodgers,
this game-
we've seen Perk Rodgers haunt you specifically, the Khalil Mack game. All right, come on, Perk
If
Rodgers.
he,
Do it
if he
again.
wins
Do it
this
again.
game,
Come
does
on
he get
out,
an
Gramps.
opportunity to buy stake in the team?
He should.
Hey, come on out, Gramps. I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Austin Booker and a returning Jalen Johnson. Patriots.
Do you see
Bengals.
Grady Jarrett get some pressures on Sunday?
I did.
Did you see
Isn't that
that?
awesome? Isn't that awesome? I
started
was like,
cackling.
yes, it's worth it. It's worth it.
I
It's
started
not, but
dying
it
laughing.
makes me cope a little bit easier. Patriots, Bengals. Ben, what are we doing?
The Patriots.
Oh, okay. Sorry, wrong tab. There we go. Matt?
Patriots.
Joe Burrow nearing a return. I mean, Zach Taylor,
Okay,
Put
okay.
put
So
water
I've
on
seen
that,
this.
but-
I've seen this. Like, they're gonna be 3-8 after this week, and then they're gonna have Baltimore on Thanksgiving, and then they have Buffalo, and then Baltimore again. At what point is there an even opportunity to ease him in? Like,
there's
I
not.
understood when there was a chance when they beat Pittsburgh on that Thursday night, and like, remember when everyone was schedule watching? Like, they got the Jets, and then they got the Bears, and then they got the Steelers again, guys. Like, they might be 500, and they lost all 3. So, like, why? Like, just for my heart, I would love to see Joe Burrow play again this season.
Yes.
But at the same time, I just don't see a world
his
where that
practice
happens.
window, so he has
Also,
to
Jamar
be
Chase
on the
spit
active roster.
on Jalen Ramsey and then said, I didn't, which objectively was the funniest moment of the weekend to me. Because
yeah, clearly. I mean, caught in, like, the textbook definition of
how
caught
many
in
cameras
4K.
are there in every NFL game? And they
they
doubled down. He appealed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very weird. All right.
Don't spit, guys.
Browns.
Gross.
Yeah, that's really gross.
One of the most like heinous things you can do.
And that's what that's my guy is Jamar Chase. But even that, it was just like that's. And then for Ramsey to like just attack him, valid crash out. Says the kids.
Yes.
Browns, Raiders. Where are we going with this, Ben?
As we had laid out perfectly, Shedeur doesn't really have to do much in this game to win. He can go 4 of 16 and probably win this game.
Okay, fine.
Because he has Myles Garrett and this run defense. Give me the Browns.
Matt,
we're fighting.
I
have two devils on my shoulder of like, it's the Browns on the road. And no bit of the show is picking against them on the road. The Browns are a wagon at home. And the other devil is picking Shedeur in his first start and starting 1-0 and just imagining the media storm. Did you guys see the against all odds 3rd and 10 completion that he had? This is pretty good, right? Pretty good to Jerry Jeudy against all odds. So I'm gonna go Raiders just to pick against Ben here, but in my heart of hearts, a Shedeur win might be a victory for everybody. Because there's a world where the Chiefs are like seemingly knocked out of the playoffs this Sunday, but the Browns win 10-7. And the lead story is Shedeur Sanders against all odds went 11 for 25.
Against all odds, Shedeur Sanders.
All right. Jags, Cardinals, Ben, what are we doing?
Yucky. Yuck. I mean, Jacoby Brissett, single game passing completion record. Congrats.
Wolfpack represent.
You. Yeah, Wolfpack there. I hate this game. I'm going to go with the Jags, and my reasoning is because they have the better quarterback, but I think a good follow-up question is, do they? But I will go with the Jaguars.
He played really good against the Chargers. He's on a heater right now, but so is Jacoby Brissett. Give me the Cardinals.
Yeah, give me the Cardinals too. Eagles, Cowboys. Ben?
They're bound to get one of these. They got to get one of these, man. I'm talking the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What game did you say?
Eagles, Cowboys. Ben?
I'm like kind of happy I don't have to watch this game. It is Mary's birthday on Sunday, so like I won't watch any NFL football. But selfishly, she wants a whole day to herself. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Women, am I right?
Yeah. No, yeah, 100% kidding. I cannot stress that enough. That being said, against all odds, Ben is picking the Eagles to win this game. Whoa. Yeah, give me the Birds. Kelly Green week, by the way. Kelly
Matt.
I'll
What are we thinking? Cool. I'll go Cowboys here. I think they're going to do it. You're going to lose Cincinnati, Eberflus, buddy. Buckle up.
I think that's the more fun side to be on, but...
Yeah. I have nothing to lose at this point. I mean, I've already essentially lost the season. So, Falcons, Saints, Ben?
Oh, I don't know.
Drake London
revenge.
out.
Drake London's out. Well, give me the Saints. Give me the Saints.
Matt?
Yeah, give me the Saints.
Cool. I'll go Falcons. That's fine. Buccaneers, Rams.
Bucky might be back,
Matt?
though. Bucky might be back.
Might be back.
I I'm gonna pick the Rams, but I love the +7 side for the Bucks.
Yeah,
Me too. Yeah. I'm going Rams as well. Then Panthers 49ers CMC revenge game.
yeah. Give me the
Oh,
Niners.
that's
I
such
will
a
say
funny
I
wrinkle.
didn't get a chance to cover much because Matt had recorded at like 4 o'clock in the morning for the recap show. But
Sure.
we had finally seen like the Tet breakout game. Like he was just waiting for it to happen, and he finally had like his wide receiver one game. But I don't care. Brock Purdy's good at football. Give me the Niners.
Matt,
Oh, Ben
Niners.
said that. That was
I know,
crazy.
right?
Yeah.
Does Bryce Young ride this heater once more? I hate this one too. I'll take the Niners just to pick the favorite, be chalk, but I don't love it. I think this defense
Yeah, I'll
is
go
gonna be
Niners
susceptible.
too. I really want the Panthers to win this game for the vibes. I mean, the vibes guy said that the Panthers were going to be good in the preseason, and they're making a potential playoff push. Bryce Young throws for almost 500 yards in the game. Pretty crazy. But yeah, the
Crazy.
Niners are going to win this one. However, this one could have playoff implications down the road. So be alert for that one on Monday night. That's going to be a lot of fun. So that'll do it for Pigskin Pick'em. And then last but not least, Pigskin Payout, where I have advertised a parlay that was for sure going to hit. Before I do that, I want to remind you guys our Thursday night football parlay was Josh Allen anytime touchdown. We've got Shavers with a 20-plus yard reception, and then James Cook with a 90-plus rush and receiving yard alternate line. And then my parlay, drum roll please. Jonathan Taylor, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Bijan Robinson, and Rico Dowdle all to score an anytime touchdown. Plus 770 right now on FanDuel. Run. Don't walk, run. Put that in right now. I just did. I did. This is the first time that I've ever put a parlay in live on the podcast for the anytime touchdown parlay. Vibes are high for the vibes guy. It's hitting this week.
That's absurd that it took you this long to do that. What's that about? You kind of
Hey,
just cursed. You had cursed everyone up to this point by not trusting your own picks. This one's on you, pal.
hey,
Anyways,
it's all right. Ben, what's your parlay?
yeah, I got an absolute heater. I like just picked 4 lines that I liked. Didn't mean for it to turn out the way that it did. Actually, we're not gonna do that. I wish I could go back. I already put money on it. Oh well. We'll still do it anyways. Browns to cover the +3.5 spread. Falcons to cover their +3.5 spread. Kirk Cousins revenge game. Colts money line and Patriots Bengals over 50.5. And that brings your total odds up to a whopping 1450. So put $5 on it and win about 70, just over $75. I might recommend taking that Falcons line out of it, but I already placed it with the Falcons line in it. So we're kind of locked in and stuck there. Oh well.
Matt?
I think I'm coordinating like a winners, like just like money line winners. I think it'd be fun.
It's tough
Yeah.
because the odds are so skewed this week in terms
Dude,
of like
that's
the favors are just heavy favors. Favorite.
yeah, and I'm picking one money line over 7.5. It's the Patriots. Picking the
Yeah.
Patriots. And then I am riding with the podcast. We're taking Bears money line. We're taking Eagles money line, and then I'm gonna take the Cardinals +140. I think that's a weird Jaguars game. Whenever the vibes feel good off of a Chargers win, the vibes are meant to go back down in a heap for this franchise. So, give me the Cardinals. The Cardinals are due. Cardinals are due to get one of these. About +700 on that one. And I placed it, as I do every week. I'm like, so
Nice. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Shame on this guy, the vibes guy.
Shame on that
I'm
guy.
just here for the
This
vibes.
guy.
All right,
5.
ladies and gentlemen, that does it for Pigskin